Okay, y'all. Terry was supposed to be at my house about noon for lunch. It is 12:42 and he's not here yet. He's not answering his cell phone and he's not answering his home phone. I know I'm kind of a worrywart, but he is going to be 82 this month. And he just bought this car that is a 5-speed manual. Come on out, sweetie. I know you couldn't see around that truck. So I'm a little worried about him. Now, if I'd have had my druthers, he would have never gotten. For one thing, he didn't need a new car, but that's not for me to say. I'm not his mother. And really, even your wife and your children shouldn't have that much say in what you do unless you're totally incompetent, which he is not. But it takes more attention and more coordination to drive a stick shift. Now, I know he was a truck driver for over 30 years. I get that. And he says it's like riding a bicycle. You don't forget. Well, I haven't driven a stick shift in a long time, y'all. I don't even think I'm taking the route that he would take to my house, but this is the route that I take. So I want to be sure that, number one, something didn't happen at home to delay him. So I'm going straight over there to see if his car is in the parking lot. Now, he got some kind of little Nissan SUV. I don't know exactly what the thing is called, but it's red. And the driver's side seat belt is thrashed. That was the first thing I noticed when he brought it over. And he told me this morning that he has got another one. He's got a replacement ordered through Nissan, and they're going to put it on for him. But anyway, y'all, he lives really close to me, and I don't know. I just worry. So I'm checking up on him, and I'm trying to think. Now, he might have gone up Mission to El Camino and come around that way to my house. So, if his car is not here, then that's the way that I'll go back to the house in case he's had an accident or something. I'm going to make sure that he's got my name and number in his wallet. Now, speaking of keeping up with people, I did not hear from my baby boy until yesterday. And I sent him text for his birthday on the 21st of December, and I sent him text for Christmas and New Year's. So I was getting a little concerned. Let me see here. Anyway, I did hear from him yesterday. What that tells me, he said my phone has been off for a little while. Number one, I told him that's no excuse. one of your friends has a phone. Okay, y'all. I do not see Terry's red car in the parking lot. Anyway, I told Samuel, that's no excuse, sweetie. You should, he never parks this far from the front, but I saw something red. Nope, that's not his. So, I told Samuel, I said, dude, you know how much I worry. Use a friend's phone. Send me a text. Hey, this is Sam. Now, the fact that his phone has been off, which is exactly what I thought, he didn't tell me, but if a young person's phone is off, that means they either didn't or they couldn't pay their bill. And I didn't ask him. I'm pretty sure I know that. Bless his heart. I just worry about him because, I know he still has ODD, oppositional defiant disorder. He's had that since he was a child. That's oppositional defiant disorder, and that means that you can't or do not want combination of those to deal with authority, whether it's a parent, a boss, anybody in your life that is trying to tell you what to do or even give you advice. And one of the bad things about that is you can't keep a job. You can't keep a job. Something happens and it's like it is the other person's fault. You don't take responsibility for your part in that. And that worries me a lot, y'all. I mean, if you can't keep a job, how can you survive? Y'all just say a little prayer for him, for me. Now, by the time y'all see this video, it's going to be too late for you to say a prayer for Terry, except y'all can pray for him to be safe and healthy, which I do. And I had been praying really hard that I would hear from Samuel. And thank the good Lord I did. It takes such a load off when you know that your children are okay. I think it is one of the worst things in the entire world is to lose a child. They're supposed to live long and be healthy, and we are supposed to croak first, not our children. I tell you honestly, I don't know what I would do if I lost one of my boys. I just don't know. They might have to put me away somewhere. And I know a lot of y'all have lost children, and I know that has been the hardest thing that you've ever had to experience. And I know I always say, I have not seen this man's car. I hope when I pull into my driveway that that man is sitting there. And I'm going to stop and just say that, you know, I always say that when you lose somebody in your life that you love with all your heart, it is devastating. But there's a time for grief and sorrow. But then we have to get on with our lives. I know that I would want my loved ones to miss me and to grieve a little, but I want them to be happy. Happy, happy, happy. I want them to have joy in their life. And I know that the people in my life that I have lost would not want me to be miserable. They would want me to have the best life possible. So for any of y'all that cannot seem to get over your grief, think about what your loved ones would want for you. And I want Terry to be safe. So I'm going to cut this off, y'all, and do something fun today. And I'm going to feed Terry homemade chicken noodle soup. Bye, y'all.